I'm Wendy Winkle, and today I'm going to walk you through making Alton Brown's Steamed Vegetarian Dumplings. So the first step is to take your tofu, don't mind me, I'm working one-handed, and drain it in the sink. And then you're going to put it on your cutting board, and you're going to cut it lengthwise. Ooh, I guess I can do this one-handed. And then once you have it cut in half like that, you're going to put it on some paper towel. Then you're going to grab some more paper towel to put over the top. And you're going to put a plate on it to squish it down. Okay, and then now while that tofu is busy getting squished out, I'm going to roughly grate up my carrots and prep the cabbage and the rest of the vegetables. Okay, so now I need to shred about half a cup of cabbage, so I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I can add more if it doesn't look like it's close to being half a cup. So I'm just literally cutting in half, and I'm going to grate this up. So give me nice little pieces so that it will cook quickly in the dumpling. And you won't get a giant, nasty, undercooked piece of cabbage. This is so funny because filming this, I suddenly feel like I'm on one of those stress-inducing cooking shows on TV. Okay, so I chopped up the cilantro. The recipe only calls for, I think it's like a tablespoon, but I did a little bit more than that because I absolutely love cilantro, so shh, don't tell anyone. Anyways, I'm going to put this over with my other items. I pre-put them into bowls like this because it makes it easier to work with it once you're done prepping everything. I should do a video to show when I'm prepping everything, like all of my meals at once, but I literally prep all the carrots for all the recipes, all the onion for all the recipes, and I divide them down into bowls, and then when I do the different recipes, I just throw them together all at once and get it all done. It takes me a couple of hours, but usually I'll get 10 to 15 meals out of just a couple of hours, and I'll be set for a week or two. Okay, so now while my daughter's stirring that up, I'm going to add in a tablespoon of soy sauce and the tablespoon of the hoisin sauce. I always recommend to get the low sodium soy sauce. It's a little bit less bad for you. So I'm going to add some of that in there.
It's a little bit bad.
Yeah, well, sodium, high sodium is bad for you.
Why? Because it's an ingredient?
Yep, it is an ingredient, but you want low levels of it if at all possible. And then here's the hoisin sauce. Not sure if I'm saying this correctly, but...
What's with soy sauce?
Ooh, it's pretty thick, huh?
Yeah, I can't see through it.
Alright, stir it up, hon. Shh, go ahead. Okay, now this is the toughest part, so I'm going to go through this a couple of times with you. So after you cut up your wonton wrappers, they should be these little almost squares, and then you're going to take just a little bit of water and you're going to wet only half of the wonton, so around just the edges of half of it. A nice little moisture on there. And then you're going to take a little dabble of filling. You definitely don't want too much filling on these. These should be pretty tiny. And you're going to fold it over. And then I'm going to pinch these edges together where I've wet the edges there. And you want a nice little pocket of food there, not a lot of air. How you can tell if you've overfilled it too much is that you should still be able to bend it in half. If you can't, then there's too much filling. So now I'm going to be connecting this edge to this edge over here. So I'm going to get this wet over here. I'm going to start like I'm going to fold it in half, but I'm actually bending it around there. And then I pinch these closed. And that gives you a nice little dumpling. So let me try that again with you. Let me grab another one here. I'm wetting just half of the edges of the wonton, and I'm going to grab a little bit of the filling here. Yeah, let's put a little bit more than that. Folding it over. Again, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because you're the ones eating it. Check, make sure you didn't overfill it. And then I'm going to wet this corner down here. I'm going to go like I'm going to fold it in half again, but I'm really just bringing these two around and pinching those together. Can you see that? And then it gives you a nice little dumpling again. Okay, one more time without me talking. And then there you have it. And then once you get enough of these, put them all on a sheet as you're making them, and then you can put them into your steamer. If you've got a fancy steamer, go ahead, use that. I don't. I'm just literally using a vegetable steamer, you know, one of those little metal baskets on the bottom of a pan. And then you're gonna steam them till they're done. If you have a whole bunch of these, you can put them in a warm oven to await their friends until they're all done. But I think what I'm doing is I'm basically pre-making these, and so after this I'm going to refrigerate them, and then when I'm ready to use them, then I'll steam them. And there you have it. I hope that was helpful for all of you. Feel free to watch that again and again until you get that dumpling right.